All right, right now I am in the living room of the house and I'm looking at the framing um, of what's already done. And what I see here is on the left side of this, see, you can see it right there, that framing, that new rafter is supposed to carry all the way across so that the ceiling inside of the house would be flush at 8 foot. But the way that they've got this framed is that it's going to be a little bezel or a little corner on the left hand side. So it's going to go 8 feet, but when it gets by the window, it's going to drop off. So it's not going to be even across, and that's the same thing. I'm walking in the kitchen now, and it's the same thing here in the kitchen. You can see where the rafters are going to fall downward. It's going to drop off to the right, so you'll have a ceiling that's 8 foot in most of the room, but when it gets back to the back wall, it's going to drop off. That's the way it's framed right now. So, if the ones who are buying the house, if they are okay with that look, then we can probably work that. But I just want to make note that the way that it's framed, that's what it's going to be. Now, another issue I have is with the framing itself. The framing itself is not completed. It needs to be more bracing in here. We've got a lot of bracing that is still missing. Okay. Another thing I wanted to point out was the fact that for our rafters that are tying into our beam, there is on this side, that metal bracket right there, that's a 2x6 metal bracket, okay? But on the other side, we've got the same size wood, which is a 2x6, but we've got a smaller bracket right there, which is a 2x4. That should be a 2x6 like it is on the other side. So they used a 2x4 bracket on one side and a 2x6 on the other side. That's not standard. I don't know why that was even done, but that's going to need to be revisited. Again, so I'm walking through the house now. The framing still needs to be some more bracing in with the framing, okay? I'm in the main hallway right here, and you've got two rafters, one to my left, one to my right, and there's no bracing in between here, what we call a purline. You see bracing here, that's in the member, that's what we call the bracing that we would need even right here. That bracing is not there, okay? The electrical to this house is not done. It's still in its construction phase. They've got wires coming out for the light switches. Right here in the bedroom, you've got light there, okay? Light here for your light switch. And the electrical is not done. So that's gonna need to be revisited. The rafters that are going over this little wall right here, it's in the bedroom. These rafters are supposed to be nailed to the top of this wall. There's no nail here, okay? We've got a nail here that they toe-nailed it right there, okay? But, let me get up here to the top. Okay, that's where we are right there. That's where we are, okay? That's where we are, all right? Again, we've got the drop off to, when it gets by the wall, it'll go 8 feet across the room, okay? But when you get to this back wall, it's going to drop off because of the framing, because the roof was not raised properly. They did not raise the roof, therefore they don't have that clearance to go up higher on the ends. So your drywall is going to drop off towards the end. Now, if that's something that you're okay with, then that's fine. But if you've got an issue with that, then they're going to need to fix that. Again, we need bracing in here between these rafters that are missing. So walking down the hall, right now I'm inside of the electrical closet. As you can see right there, that is the panel that is not completed. They are still working on completing the panel. That's still not done. So I can't really give an assessment on that until that's done. But I was told by the realtor that they were considering putting a water heater in here, which would not be a good idea because the water heater would take up space and it's supposed to be at least 3 foot clearance in front of this box. And that box has to be clear 3 foot in front of it. And if you had a water heater here, that would block you from getting to your electrical panel if necessary. So it wouldn't be wise to put a water heater right in front of an electric panel. Again, we've got more issues with bracing that need to be addressed. I'm going in the bathroom here. This is the bathroom right here. As you can see, let me see if I can back up. Yeah, okay, you can see at the window where that crease is in that drywall, it kind of drops off, okay? You can see it right there. This will be the story throughout the whole house if this framing is not corrected or if you choose to leave it the way it is. You can see where it kind of drops off about maybe a foot over the back of the wall here, okay? We've got damaged drywall in the corner. That's gonna need to be replaced or repaired, okay? You've got plumbing here on the floor. This plumbing is not completed. They've got the do-rock down, which is the concrete that come in sheets, okay? We've got toilet fixtures. We've got, this is a sink plumbing area. This is the toilet right here. This right here is the shower area. So you can see that the plumbing is not completed, okay? Electrical not completed. There's still a lot more work still yet to be done, more bracing yet to be done. I'm walking in another bedroom, and here you can see where we're missing bracing. You see where they've got the ends nailed like that right there. It's kind of nailed onto the new rafters. I would suggest stronger bracing than that, but this is what they've done, okay? Okay, we've got all that right there, all right? As far as the electrical wires are run to the boxes, but we have no power yet because the electrical is not completed, okay? I'm in the bedroom wall and I've got a plug right here that's damaged coming out of the wall. That's gonna need to be addressed. Okay, we've got the floor has been gone. The doors is gone here. Walking back into the kitchen. Okay. Okay, we've got the doors that are, walls that are not completed. Okay. All right. And again, we're missing bracing in between these rafters. Okay. This is the back of our electrical panel right here. Okay, you got wall damage right there where they're putting in the electrical switch there. And we're back in our living room. Okay. But I've got some serious issues with the way this is tied into the existing rafter. And the way that there's really no bracing. There needs to be more bracing in here. Okay. There needs to be more bracing on the inside of here. And a lot of that bracing is missing. So the overall assessment of what I'm seeing here is that we're still not complete, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but we will keep you informed as to what is going on.